Hey guys, welcome to another episode. Today I want to have a small reflection on 2020 in terms of my New Year's resolutions that I set up last year. I think it was 1st of January where I published the video, and I discussed what I want to achieve in 2020. Just want to go over what I wanted to do in 2020 and how this progressed. So, my first goal for the past 4 or 5 years, every year, is to ski 1,000 kilometers. And I almost did that in 2018. I was at 960 kilometers or something like that. For this year, I wanted to do 1,000 again. I was doing pretty good, but then we had the lockdown in the middle of March, so I couldn't ski for the rest of the season. And this coincided with a huge snowfall in the middle of March. So if the resorts were open, we could have easily been skiing past mid-April, which would have been amazing. So I ended up at about 781.5 kilometers, a bit over 200 kilometers shy, meaning that I only needed 6 or 7 more days to achieve that, and it would have been awesome. But still, I had a pretty good season, so I'm quite happy with that. My other goal was to remain below 100 kilos, to continue exercising and running. And of course, with the lockdown again this year, things kind of went sideways. So I went back into this horrible routine because I had to stay at home all the time and I couldn't go out. I started working from home, and the summer I switched jobs to a new job where I'm constantly working from home. I don't even have an office. It's been harder to do that. I'm a bit over my goal right now, but still more than half of the weight that I lost in 2019 is still gone. I'm trying to run, to eat a bit healthier, but I definitely need to exercise a bit more. I'm gonna give this goal a pass. I think pretty much just the fact that I'm eating and living healthier than the year before is a good thing for me. In terms of content creation, I wanted to publish 50 videos this year, and this is actually my 50th video for the year on this channel, which is really awesome, the fact that I managed to do that. The other thing that I wanted to do is publish 50 articles on the blog at Magnometrics.com, which is our product that me and my friend Ziggy are developing. I also started a second channel, which is for Magnometrics, where I have 10 videos or something like that. I don't have enough time to devote fully to this other channel, but hopefully as we start opening our beta for the public, we'll be able to record some tutorials and some demos and put them on this separate channel. By the way, you can follow this channel. The plan is that all the financial tutorials that I'm doing here and there on this channel, we're going to move to that other channel, Magnometrics. Yep, go ahead and follow that. I didn't actually publish 50 articles, but considering that my other goal to publish my Excel budget modeling course, I met that, and I also published 2 more short free courses, 1.5 hour, one for a basic introduction to Excel and how we use that in finance and accounting, with a few mini projects that would illustrate different scenarios, and the other one for Google Data Studio, so how to start setting up your own business analytics in this amazing free platform from Google. I gotta say that content-wise, I'm quite happy with this year. I got to spend more time at home and got to work more on creating content and trying to create content that matters to you as well. It was a bit hard making videos only here with the green screen, so I rarely had the opportunity to go somewhere and experience something that I can make a video of, because we had the lockdown for quite a few months in spring and beginning of summer. My other goal was to get Magnometrics to a point where we can publish an open beta and make it public and have people join and use the platform. We are running a bit late with that, but right now we are finalizing our internal beta, or we call it an alpha. So it's a fully functioning version of the platform without the fancy export and the mapping of the import. So we have the core system that does all the work, all the calculations, all the templating happens there. And we're right now importing the data for a few companies that we have relationships with that just want to help us out and test the system with their live data. Hopefully this would give us some feedback that's going to help us to really put out there a product that helps people and adds value to their work. Another goal that I didn't mention was to read at least 12 fictional books. I'm not sure how many I read, but I'm pretty sure it's way above 12, maybe closing in on 20. I finally accepted that I have to read the Foundation series by Isaac Asimov. I've been a bit reluctant before because I think his concepts are overused in so many movies. Also, I'm not a huge fan of sci-fi, but to be honest, the Foundation series, I started it 1 month ago and I'm finishing the 3rd book right now. So it got me quite hooked, so yeah, definitely recommend that. I always include this goal about traveling abroad because it helps me push myself to organize be it a long vacation or a short trip to some place that I don't know, that I'm not familiar about, hopefully in a place where the native language is not English, so we can interact a bit more with different cultures, with people that think differently. And I think that's really important to be able to interact with different cultures because it gives you a wider perspective and it helps you take a step back and look at everything with a bit wider lens, which I think is really important, especially for me. I consider it really important because it helps me with my projects, with creating content, and even with my day-to-day struggles and decisions. It always helps to have a bit of a wider perspective. This didn't happen, of course. Most countries banned traveling. Even in Bulgaria, we're not allowed, at some point, we're not allowed to leave the city that we live in. I think those were the most notable goals that I set up for me for 2020. To be honest, I wish I've achieved a bit more in here and there in this regard and that regard, but overall, I'm quite satisfied with this year. I mean, it was a horrible year from a different perspective, but from a personal growth perspective for me, it was an incredible year. I found a new job that gives me much more satisfaction with what I do. Also, I managed to publish more content than I had planned, especially in terms of courses and articles. And it's been a really rewarding experience because I've had people from all over the world reach out to me with follow-up questions from articles that I wrote on Medium or on our website, follow-up questions on videos that I did. It's been really rewarding to see that at least some of the content I'm creating is helping people. I think the best moment, the best experience I had in regards to this was when an ex-colleague of mine, so someone that I worked like 5-6 years ago, they just sent me a screenshot on Messenger and they told me that they had to do a value in use calculation at their work and they Googled it and they sent me a screenshot that my article was #1 result, which felt amazing. Another thing that happened during this year is actually a previous video last year that I was recording for my New Year's resolutions was recorded in Koprivnica, and this was my first getaway with my brand new girlfriend back then. So we're still together. I'm so happy to have met her and to be with her. She's a bit reluctant to appear in the videos, but you've probably seen her in some of the like EcoPaths videos. I'm not gonna go into detail. I'm just gonna say that definitely having her by my side during this trying times has been an amazing form of support. Just knowing that going through everything, I have someone by my side. I have someone that I can always talk to, and hopefully she feels the same way. Yeah, overall, 2020 is a year that we're not gonna forget anytime soon. A lot of horrible things happened, things that we'll have to deal with in many years to come. And I really don't want to say that it's been great for me, because it feels a bit disrespectful towards all the people that had to struggle a lot and that are still struggling, that lost their jobs. A lot of people lost their lives, lost loved ones, which is horrible. And I know that, I realize that, but at the same time, I'm really grateful for how my 2020 has been. At the end, there's a lot of positive things that happen for most of us, at least. I decided to share that, and don't get me wrong, I'm not trying to say that 2020 was an amazing year. It definitely wasn't. For me personally, a lot of good things happened during this year, and especially now when it's ending. This has all been kind of challenging, has caused a lot of struggle for a lot of people, but I've just been trying to focus more on the positive things. Just wanted to make this video, and to be honest, I wanted to make it mostly because I want to be able to sit down in a few months or in a couple of years and scroll down and see that I made this video, and that 2020 was this unbelievable experience. Once again, Merry Christmas to all of you. Hopefully you'll be able to welcome the new year in a somewhat festive manner, although like large gatherings are not allowed in most of the countries that I know of. Try to gather like 4 or 5 friends. That's what we're gonna do, and just spend some quality time together. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you're not already, and maybe even punch the bell icon to receive notifications every time I upload a new video. Till then, thanks for watching, and I'm gonna see you next year.